The Midwinter Festival this year is all about captivity, and the principal subject matter is music written in captivity or inspired by the theme of captivity, or in some ancillary way connected with the idea of being captive. We've commissioned the American composer Michel Galante to write a piece inspired by Oscar Wilde's Ballad of Reading Gaol, tying in with the theme of captivity, and that piece will get its world premiere.
The piece is tricky because there's video, there's live actor, there are live musicians, there's electronics. So a lot can go wrong, and nothing really went wrong. I hope that the experience was unified.
Gasped for a living thing. The very mud cried out for blood to the thirsty asphalt ring. And we knew, ere dawn grew fair, some prisoner had to swing.
It was fantastic to do Michel's piece because that really felt like it was my first time doing it. And to be on stage, to deliver a piece, then remain on stage while the composition happens and people are looking at these moving images, but you're still involved as an actor, and just trying to feel that for 10-15 minutes. I found that I actually don't have words really to describe that at the moment, but yeah, I wept when I walked off stage after that. Yeah. So there's something happened there. Which I'm not sure what that is.
I didn't want all the music to be dark and depressing. I wanted to have a mix of light-hearted music, and so in the Sunday programme we have two 21st century pieces, one again of which is very light-hearted, the finishing piece for the festival, which is the Irish premiere of American composer Mark Nykrug's piece entitled Death Row Memoirs of an Extraterrestrial, which tells the story in a very humorous way of an alien who finds himself captive within a human body, falls in love with a woman and then eats her, and suffers the consequences by being put on death row.
I'm delighted with how the concert went, and both pieces for me, really, really pleased. I found new elements in Mark's piece, Death Row Memoirs of an Extraterrestrial. Tried things for the first time that worked.
This year the Midwinter Festival is straddling many genres. Normally we present chamber music. This year we had a talk by Professor William Shabbos.
It begins, and I'm going to quote from the first line of the preamble, whereas recognition of the inherent dignity and the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. Freedom, justice, and peace. I'm not going to be able to talk about all three of those ideas. I'm going to focus on freedom. Freedom, which is related to captivity. Actually, we could say that freedom is the antithesis of captivity. Mandela's book, A Long Walk to Freedom. It's a great pleasure to do this. I'm someone with very much of an artistic leaning. I'm a bit of a musician myself. I play the cello. I come from a family of musicians and of painters, and so I welcome an opportunity to engage and to try also to communicate the stuff that I do, the area of human rights, to a broader public.
Friday night we had Messiaen's seminal Quartet for the End of Time, which he wrote in a prisoner of war camp in Silesia in 1942. He survived the war. He was a French soldier, and he lived on until 1992.
I didn't imagine I would hear Messiaen's Quartet for the End of Time in Galway in my lifetime. So it's fantastic that it's here. And the standard performance tonight was brilliant. I'd never heard the clarinet sound like that, you know. And to hear everyone perform those solo movements to such a high level and captivate the audience, if you like.
I think people are really enjoying it. I've noticed in my 3 years here at Music for Galway that if you are a bit bold with programming, it does pay off. People are curious, they'll come. You don't have to be too cautious.